This is the drive home with TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from the Den, where it finished Millwall 3, Ipswich Town 0. Brilliant home win. Brilliant home win from start to finish. Helped by the fact that we were playing a very poor Ipswich side, and they were very poor. There's no doubt in that. We'll start from the starting lineup. Some changes made due to injury, I believe. But we had Amos in goal. Right back was Marlon Romeo. Centre back pairing, Jake Cooper, and the main man back, Sean Hutchinson at the left centre back position. Sorry, right centre back position. The left back was Murray Wallace. Right midfield we had Yuri Skalak. The centre midfield partnership of Ryan Leonard and Sean Williams. Left midfield was Shane Ferguson, and then we had Tom Elliott and Lee Gregory up front. We started on the front foot and really didn't look like conceding a goal at all in that game, and that's because, like I said, how poor Ipswich were. I looked at that starting lineup, and I've got to be honest, I was a little bit concerned that, you know, we've got a centre back playing as left back. They're going to try and get at him, but we seemed to settle down really well, and they had Freddie Sears up front, who's a small, nippy striker, but they kept pumping balls up to him, and that's never going to work against Sean Hutchinson and Jake Cooper at the back. I thought we played the ball around quite well. It wasn't wasn't our most polished performance today in terms of passing. We didn't look as neat and tidy as we have done on the ball, but we won the game. We did what we needed to do, and that's the important thing today, because you're coming up against the side that they're struggling, and we've got to put them under pressure. They're the games you have to win. You can't be losing or conceding in games like that, and we didn't, like I said, we did not look like it. It was a big day for me personally, because I had my my under-8 Lions were my Southwood and Ferries United as the club, as the top that I'm wearing. I don't normally wear it. I would never wear another club's colours to my football team, but I was proud to see my boys leading the team out, and then having a minute silence on the, but with the remembrance thing, and that was touching for me. Not really related to the Millwall drive home, but you know, that's part of me, and this is part of being Millwall. But then first half, well, the whole game, Ipswich have not had a shot on target, and if you don't have a shot on target, you're not going to get anything out of it. My man of the match today is difficult, because we had some decent performances, but no one, I don't think, really shone, other than, now I'm stuck between two, and it's between Lee Gregory for his finishes, but I'm going to give it to Shane Ferguson, and it's not necessarily as much for this performance as it is for all his other performances. I think he's been absolutely fantastic since he's come back in the side. He done what he needed to do today, and that shows where he's at the moment. He's a guaranteed starter in the team. You cannot drop him. You can't take him out of the team. He was up and down the wing. You know, he does cut back in, but his quality into the box was excellent. We've scored two. You know, both of our goals were balls chipped into the, well, I think the throw-ins actually, to Jake Cooper, who's flicked it on, and Gregory's 4 yards out, and both times he's had to do a neat finish to score the goal. And I thought another player that played excellent today was, again, Ryan Leonard. Ryan Leonard has been absolutely superb, running in midfield, putting his heart, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's a proper Millwall type player, and that was the one magic bit of quality in this game, was his chip over Biliakowski, who's flapped a pretty mundane cross into the box, to be honest, and then he's chipped it over the keeper, and you think that's 3-0, job done. I'll move on to ref watch. Richard Jones, I think he was, usual ref down the Den. You don't expect a ref to be anything decent, and he certainly lived up to that. Probably the most contentious decision is their centre back Pennington. He gets a booking, he then makes another ridiculous challenge on halfway, should have picked up another booking, and then after that, you thought if that wasn't bad enough, he's gone absolutely through Bradshaw, who's come on late. It's a nailed-on yellow card, and he's that's it. He's sent off. He should have been sent off, but he obviously wasn't sent off. But obviously that happens to us more than it happens to anybody else, and it's frustrating. There's no other way of putting it. It's frustrating. We got no 50-50 decision. I think he just looks like a poor ref, to be honest, in terms of not making the right decisions. Again, I don't know whether he was biased or whether he was just poor. I thought today, you know, even Bradshaw coming on, Bradshaw got more minutes today. Although the game was comfortable and Ipswich didn't offer anything, it was really good to see him come on. He'd done a couple of great little touches, a fantastic ball out to Morrison, who obviously has got no pace, couldn't make the most of it, but he showed flashes to me today when he came on that there's a player in him. But who do you play? Like, you do want him on. You want him on the pitch, but at the moment, the way we play, you can't play Gregory and Bradshaw up front because we play too many long balls. And I thought Elliott won his fair share of the balls again in the air. And if that's the way we're playing, then you have to play big man, small man, and that is either Elliott or Morrison having to start. There's no other way about it, and it's a shame because Bradshaw deserves his chance, and he's not getting it at the moment. Let's hope he doesn't get it. If he doesn't get his chance, it means we're winning, and there's no forced changes to be happening. But you know, we've got 2 tough away games coming up. We've got Brentford and Norwich away, and they're going to be difficult. We've not won away from home this season, and we got until January last season before we beat Leeds. We need to pick that up, really. We need to. I honestly don't know whether we're going to be able to. Brentford are on a bad run of form, but Norwich are on a good run of form. So both of those games are going to be difficult. If we get 4 points out of that, you've got to be laughing. In fact, I'd be happy with 2 points. I'm going to both. It's a good day for me today. Personally, I'm very proud of my boys. It was good to represent my own football club, as well as the football club that I was born with, that live in my heart. I'm getting a Mill tattoo on my chest on Monday, so I'll put that up on Twitter. Not that everyone's going to see my flipping chest, but a good day today overall. I can drive home proud of my Millwall, proud of my under-8 Lions. It's a happy day. Come on, you Lions!